Huge news coming out right now is they're releasing information that Deontay Wilder next opponent has been revealed, and that the fight for this is lined up in June 27th in Kansas City. I mean in Kansas, not Kansas City, but in Kansas, in the state of Kansas, at Charles Koch. It's actually in Wichita. So Deontay Wilder's next fight will be in Wichita, Kansas, uh, on June 27th. The co-main event would be Dion Nicholson, and he'll be facing off against Terrell Herndon. So Herndon is a guy who's only has 5 losses. He has been active recently. So that's a good thing. You know, a lot of people was complaining about Wilder fighting certain guys who have a certain amount of losses and things. I I never understood that recently when I was hearing people count the losses on. Now, to mind you, the guys went out and fought Tyson Fury and everything else, but for some reason, people felt like they needed to go out and comment on who he's fighting and if they're good enough, which makes no sense. But at the same time, I think Deontay Wilder's gonna go out here and do his best as always, put on a good show. But Herndon, he's a guy who's 24 wins, 5 losses, 4 by knockout, 37 years old. Fought Richard Torres not too long ago. There's a couple of names on his resume. Not too many big names. Just a guy who's out basically making certain fights happen on the fly. This is a huge opportunity for him as well. Never thought that he'll be in the ring with a guy like Deontay Wilder. So he's going out here and gonna give Deontay Wilder some good rounds. And he's gonna try to go out here and win the fight. This is definitely gonna be the biggest fight he's ever been in. And he's gonna have a lot of friends and family that's gonna be watching. They're gonna know who he's fighting. Usually the people he's fighting, Herndon is probably, people don't know who he's fighting, but this time around, they know who he's fighting. So it's a big deal on his part and for the people around him. So he's gonna try to come out and, make a statement, no matter what his record or anything says. We've seen all kind of guys get upset and beat in certain situations. So definitely nothing that I would overlook. But Herndon, he's gonna go out here and try to make something happen. I think Deontay Wilder is still a good heavyweight. I think he's still one of the best. And Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua's recent fights haven't shown you that anybody can be beat. Anybody can look bad on any given night. Styles make fights. So if Anthony Joshua is a person who got knocked down 4 times in the last 5 rounds, I think that and Deontay Wilder has never had nothing like that happen. So I think that he can have a chance to bounce back. I'm telling you right now, if anybody thinks that Anthony Joshua, after the performance he had recently, which was the worst performance, and I hate to throw the man on the bus, but I'm just giving context to everything that's going on. The man had one of the worst performances as a heavyweight. I had people that was trying to convince me recently, oh, well, Wilder got this dropped this many times against Fury. Anthony Joshua ain't never been in a ring with nobody like Tyson Fury. So I'll repeat this again. If that man can bounce back after the performance he had recently, going 12 rounds with Joseph Parker and getting dropped by Zhang and getting up and the referee waving off the fight should not mean that your career is over. It's a lot of people that want this man's career to be over with. But what they realize is a lot of the fighters they thought careers wouldn't be over with by now are starting to retire. A lot of people's favorite fighters are going to start to retire right now before Deontay Wilder. Heavyweights and all. Those guys talking about their last fight and everything else. So a lot of these guys' heart not really in boxing. They're not really in it. A lot of people still in it for the money. But this is a guy who's in it for the legacy. This guy's in it for the legacy. And he's trying to get some rounds in. These other people ain't been fighting nobody for years. So he needs to get some rounds in. And this is going to be a good opportunity. If I can go to Kansas and watch this, I would definitely go see this. This is a big fight for people in Kansas. Nobody in Kansas probably ever thought they would be able to see a Deontay Wilder fight live. It's going to be sold out, guaranteed. Those people in the Midwest do not play about sports. It'll be sold out.